Travel the World presents new 7 Wonders of the World. In 2000, a Swiss establishment dispatched a mission to decide the new 7 Wonders of the World. Given that the first 7 Wonders list was gathered in the 2nd century BCE and that only one participant is as yet standing, the Pyramids of Giza, it appeared time for an update. What's more, individuals all throughout the planet obviously concurred, as in excess of 100 million votes were projected on the internet or by text informing. The end product, which was declared in 2007, was met with cheers just as certain scoffs, various conspicuous competitors, like Athens Acropolis, neglected to take care of business. Do you agree with the new list? Number 1. Great Wall of China. Incredible, may be putting it mildly. One of the world's biggest structure development projects, the Great Wall of China is generally thought to be around 5,500 miles, 8,850 kilometers, long. A contested Chinese investigation, be that as it may, claims the length is 13,170 miles, 21,200 kilometers. Work started in the 7th century BCE and proceeded for 2 centuries. Even though called a divider, the construction really includes 2 equal dividers for protracted stretches. Furthermore, lookouts and sleeping quarters dab the rampart. The one not very good thing about the divider, be that as it may, was its adequacy. Although it was worked to forestall attacks and assaults, the divider generally neglected to give genuine security. All things being equal, researchers have noticed that it served more as political publicity. Number 2. Chichen Itza. Incredible, may be putting it mildly. One of the world's biggest structure development projects, the Chichen Itza, is a Mayan city on the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico, which prospered in the 9th and 10th hundreds of years CE. Under the Mayan clan Itza, who were firmly affected by the Toltecs, various significant landmarks and sanctuaries were assembled. Among the most prominent is the ventured Pyramid El Castillo, the castle, which rises 79 feet, 24 meters, over the main plaza. A demonstration of the Mayans' galactic capacities, the construction includes a sum of 365 stages, the number of days in the sun-based year. Throughout the spring and harvest time equinoxes, the sunset projects shadows on the pyramid that give the presence of a snake crawling down the north flight of stairs. At the base is a stone snakehead. Life there was not all work and science, be that as it may. Chichen Itza is home to the biggest Tlactli, a sort of wearing field, in the Americas. On that field, the inhabitants played a custom ball game well known all through pre-Columbian Mesoamerica. Incredible Wall of China is broadly thought to be around 5,500 miles, 8,850 kilometers, long. A contested Chinese examination, be that as it may, claims the length is 13,170 miles, 21,200 kilometers. Work started in the 7th century BCE and proceeded for 2 centuries. Even though called a divider, the design really includes 2 equal dividers for protracted stretches. Likewise, lookouts and sleeping enclosures spot the defense. One not all that good thing about the divider, in any case, was its viability. Although it was worked to forestall intrusions and attacks, the divider generally neglected to give genuine security. All things considered, researchers have noticed that it served more as political publicity. Number 3. Petra. The old city of Petra, Jordan, is situated in a distant valley, settled among sandstone mountains and bluffs. It was suspected to be one of where Moses struck a stone and water spouted forward. Later the Nabateans, an Arab clan, made it their capital, and during this time it thrived, turning into a significant exchange community, particularly for flavors. Noted carvers, the Nabateans etched abodes, sanctuaries, and burial places into the sandstone, which changed shading with the moving sun. Also, they built a water framework that took into consideration rich gardens and cultivating. At its stature, Petra allegedly had a populace of 30,000. The city started to decay, nonetheless, as shipping lanes moved. A significant quake in 363 CE caused more trouble, and after another quake hit in 551, Petra was bit by bit deserted. Although rediscovered in 1912, it was to a great extent overlooked by archaeologists until the late 20th century, and numerous inquiries stay about the city. Number 4. Machu Picchu. This Incan site close to Cusco, Peru, was found in 1911 by Hiram Bingham, who trusted it was Vilcabamba, a mysterious Incan fortification utilized during the 16th century in subordination to Spanish standard. Albeit that guarantee was subsequently discredited, the reason for Machu Picchu has bewildered researchers. Bingham trusted it was home to the Virgins of the Sun, ladies who lived in religious circles under a pledge of celibacy. Others imagine that it was possible a journey site, while some trust it was an imperial retreat. One thing it clearly ought not to be is the site of a larger business. In 2000, a crane being utilized for an advertisement fell and broke a landmark. What is known is that Machu Picchu is one of only a handful few significant pre-Columbian remnants found almost unblemished. Notwithstanding its relative segregation high in the Andes Mountains, it highlights rural patios, courts, neighborhoods, and sanctuaries. Number 5. Christ the Redeemer. Before we move further, subscribe to our channel for more videos like these and don't forget to ring the bell. If you like the video, press the like button to appreciate my work. Christ the Redeemer, a monster sculpture of Jesus, remains on Mount Corcovado in Rio de Janeiro. Its starting point date too soon after World War I, when a few Brazilians dreaded a tide of atheism. They proposed a sculpture, which was at last planned by Heitor da Silva Costa, Carlos Oswald, and Paul Landowski. Development started in 1926 and was finished 5 years after the fact. The subsequent landmark stands 98 feet, 30 meters, tall, excluding its base, which is around 26 feet, 8 meters, high, and its outstretched arm's length 92 feet, 28 meters. It is the biggest Art Deco mold on the planet. Christ the Redeemer is made of supported cement and is canvassed in roughly 6 million tiles. Fairly, unfortunately, the sculpture has frequently been struck by lightning, and in 2014 the tip of Jesus' right thumb was harmed during a tempest. Number 6. Colosseum. The Colosseum in Rome was inherent the primary century by a request of Emperor Vespasian. An accomplishment of designing, the amphitheater measures 620 by 513 feet, 189 by 156 meters, and highlights an intricate arrangement of vaults. It was equipped for holding 50,000 observers, who watched an assortment of occasions. Maybe most prominent were warrior battles. However, men doing combating creatures was additionally normal. Furthermore, water was in some cases siphoned into the Colosseum for mock maritime commitment. In any case, the conviction that Christians were martyred there, specifically, by being tossed to lions, is discussed. As per a few appraisals, around 500,000 individuals kicked the bucket in the Colosseum. Also, such countless creatures were caught and afterward killed there that specific species apparently became terminated. Number 7. Taj Mahal. This catacomb complex in Agra, India, is viewed as one of the world's most notorious landmarks and is maybe the best illustration of Mughal design. It was worked by Emperor Shah Jahan, ruled 1628–58 to respect his significant other Mumtaz Mahal, chosen one of the palace, who passed on in 1631 bringing forth their 14th youngster. It required around 22 years and 20,000 laborers to build the unpredictable, which incorporates a huge nursery with a reflecting pool. The sepulchre is made of white marble that highlights semi-precious stones in mathematical and flower designs. Its lofty focal vault is encircled by 4 more modest arches. As per a few reports, Shah Jahan wished to have his own tomb made out of dark marble. Be that as it may, he was removed by one of his children before any work started.